Guess what? I'm out of school for the summer. Yeah. And the best part is, I don't have to see our class bully Jake. Nope. But you know what? Me and Mr. Hand, we're gonna DoorDash Jake a knuckle sandwich. Just to remind him that I'm not a girly girl. I'm a girly girl. Yeah. Oh, it's time for my mom, guys, okay? All right, I love you. Like and subscribe, okay? All right, here you go. Hey, everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today, we're going to look at videos that make you go, what the bleep did I just watch? We are truly in the upside down world. So, I'll show you what I mean. Come on.
Can have prepared guidelines around supernatural phenomenon and extraterrestrials, or in their words, aliens, because quote unquote, these experiences have been increasing and will continue to increase. So they're basically saying that there's a great awakening happening on the planet and they want to control it as much as possible. So look at this. They're bracing for a surge in supernatural events. I think this is really fascinating. This shouldn't come as shocking topic of discussion to Christians. But it seems many today have abandoned the supernatural aspect of the Bible, even though spiritual warfare against demons, principalities, powers, and rulers of darkness is an oft-discussed topic in the Word of God. So it looks like they're opening up about the spiritual war. Essentially, people want to know what aliens actually are. Are they demons? Are they angels? Are they extraterrestrials? Or beings that actually exist on the planet already? The big question is, what are they? But what's certain is that they're confirming that interdimensional beings are real. They confirm this though saying a word, and have you noticed how indirect this disclosure has been? They've been telling you it's real without telling you it's real. So it was essentially established in the meeting that UFOs could be linked to spiritual phenomenon and activities. Now there's already a unit within the church that investigates all this interdimensional, extraterrestrial, and spiritual phenomenon happening around the world. But now only the Vatican can confirm an experience as legit. Tell us aliens are real without telling us aliens are real.
The congressman said he believed the Vatican knows that extraterrestrial life exists. He was very confident. I know you've been following this for a very long time. What do you make of what the Vatican is saying this morning?
Well, I've only found one news site actually reporting that it was going to mention aliens, and they didn't attribute that data point. If you look at the website for it, it limits itself to talking about apparitions and related paranormal phenomena. It's supposed to be kind of an update of protocols that the Vatican had for handling cases like that. But I think it likely that we're talking about some other things too. Genuine extraterrestrial intelligence, perhaps intelligent species that are crypto here on Earth. I think it could be a lot of things, and maybe angels are one of them, but we'll have to see.
1933 was the first recovery in Europe, in Magenta, Italy. They recovered.
So the Pope set up guidelines for aliens, interdimensional beings, or any kind of spirit or religious figures that you may see. I think we're about to see some stuff.
A partially intact vehicle. The Italian government moved it to a secure air base in Italy for the rest of kind of the fascist regime until 1944, 1945. And, the Pope Pius XII back-channeled that.
So the Vatican was involved.
Yeah, and told the Americans what the Italians had, and we ended up scooping it.
The Vatican has everything. Who do you really think is at the head of all this?
So let me be very clear about this. You're saying that the Catholic Church, the Vatican, they know about the existence of non-human intelligence on this planet.
Certainly.
Obviously, y'all, they're warming up the masses for you-know-what. with the star people in our star family going to be revealed soon. But first, the masses have to come to the conclusion that extraterrestrials are real and that the spirit realm is real. We're almost there. We're almost there.
I'm kind of blown away by that. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm kind of blown away.
The following video shows a priest who's about to give a sermon when something really creepy happens. Although not much info is given on the video, the title of the clip says it all, which reads, "A priest is about to give a speech, but immediately hears screams." The clip is pretty unsettling to say the least. This is what was captured.
El Señor esté con ustedes y con tu espíritu. Lectura del Santo Evangelio según San Juan. Gloria al Señor.
The priest was immediately caught off guard upon hearing the mysterious screams. According to those who attended the ceremony, the priest had to end the Mass immediately after this. No one knows why the Mass had to end so soon, but there is no denying that the screams had something to do with this. Whether paranormal or not, the sudden occurrence of this mysterious scream is unnerving on its own, but with everyone else's reaction to the cry, it makes it even more frightening. This recording was taken about 4 months ago, and still, no one knows where the cries had come from. As with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
I would be pretty creeped out if I were in church and someone started screaming like that. Wow. Okay, this one I have watched over and over and over. So what you're going to see is a fly manifest out of her eye and it drips down into her mouth and she eats it. It just, trust me. Watch this.
First, who are victims of domestic violence, a Webster family who lost a loved one has been pushing for the change. Anchor and investigative. First, who are victims of domestic violence, a Webster family who lost a loved one has been pushing for the change. Anchor and investigative.
What the bleep did I just watch? It's crazy.
To what's happening in London? I'm going to say it here on the floor of the House and get the scorn of people when I say you've got a massive Muslim takeover of the United Kingdom going on right before our eyes. They would say, Chip, well, what is wrong with that? Well, I've got some pretty strong concerns about Sharia law and whether that'll be forced upon the American people. In this case, the people of the United Kingdom. I've got pretty strong concerns about people who want to see Israel's destruction, who were happy about October 7th, who were elected in the United Kingdom.
I've heard women here say that they would support the Sharia law. You're no longer a human. You're just property. And yes, you can be stoned to death.
Some might say that we've seen that here in the United States. What are we going to do about that? We have 51.5 million people who are foreign born in the United States. They have about 20 to 25 million kids. That puts that well over 20-something% of our population. It's the highest such number in the history of our country. People say, well, isn't that great? Is it?
No.
Are we teaching people about Western civilization? Are we teaching people about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the rule of law? Are we teaching them Western values? Are we teaching them God exists? Are we teaching them the importance of freedom? Or are we teaching an entire generation or two or three to run around complaining about what's wrong and why the entire world is against them because of their skin color, their sex, their supposed gender identity, whatever the hell category we create to make people have an excuse for not just stepping up and achieving the American dream.
You know, I have said in the past few months, many times, they can't do that, can they? Apparently they can ban the New Testament. You can buy and sell a human. Why not? Wake up, people.
Really strange is happening in our oceans, and the wildlife is clearly reflecting that. Groups of whales have been coming together before beaching and unaliving themselves, and scientists have no clue why. This specific group was located near Australia, and the general assumption was that they may have just wandered too close to shore by accident. But the exact same thing happened near Taylor's Bay, and according to the locals who were trying to help, the whales and dolphins sounded like they were screaming for help. Check it out real quick.
They first stranded before 2 p.m. yesterday at the rocky beach in Taylor's Bay.
They were screaming. It is probably the thing that's stopping me from sleeping, because you can hear this screaming in your ears. They were making more than a noise. They were really yelling out for help.
And even after the locals and rescue teams helped the whales back into the water, they re-beached themselves further down the coast, almost as if they refused to go deeper into the ocean. Over in the beach in Oregon, a female anglerfish washed up, which is really strange when you consider that they live 2,000 to 3,000 feet deep. And with the huge anomaly that we were initially told was a glitch coming back, people's speculation is starting to grow and theories are starting to circulate. I touched on the first theory that states that very large creatures or a very large creature, possibly Leviathan, has entered our ocean's ecosystems, eating the wildlife and scaring them as well. But there's a second theory stating that some sort of frequency device is being used or tested, heating up the oceans and scaring the wildlife. Leave a like, let me know what you think. Something?
I don't know. I heard about the strange anomaly. My gut says frequency. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Coincidence? I don't know.
This proof that Beyonce is a demon. If you watch the video, her face appears to change form, revealing something demonic. But what do you think? Did Beyonce sell her soul for fame? Or is it just a camera glitch? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.
I don't know. It could be an effect from the camera glitching. Pretty scary. Of course she sold her soul. Wow. We are living in the upside down.
Did you guys get that little news clip from President Biden when he was in Texas referring to the roofs?
Yeah. Areas that are burned to the ground. You'll see in the midst of 20 homes that are just totally destroyed, one home sitting there because it had the right roof on it.
There's like a sheriff in the background who just kind of did like one of these like...
So the blue roof isn't a conspiracy theory. He said they're sitting there because they got the right roof on it.
Why would he even say anything like that?
I don't know.
Why would you say anything about roofs?
Maybe Joe Biden watches our podcast.
Joe, thank you. He was probably our 1 million subscriber.
Playing devil's advocate, though, what else could that possibly mean?
I don't know. Maybe they have home designs.
Retarded?
Yeah, it's like fireproof.
Fireproof. Kirk Cameron.
Thank
God.
He is fireproof.
Yes, he is.
I thought that was weird. Did you...
Wow. Not just a conspiracy theory, huh?
Well, it's happened again, not on as large of scale, obviously, with what happened in Baltimore, but a barge has hit a bridge in Galveston, Texas, causing damage and causing an oil spill. This happened early this morning. Today is, what is today?
2023 was the year for train derailments over water. And now it's barges hitting bridges in 2024. Nothing to see here.
May 15th, Wednesday, May 15th, happened earlier this morning. It's 4 p.m. Eastern right now when I'm recording this. Take a look right here. You see that area right up there beside the road, right to the right of the road, there was a railroad. And the barge hit that area right there, taking out the railway. The good news, it does not look like it took out the bridge. Now, it has damaged the bridge, and the bridge is not structurally sound, and we don't know of anyone being hurt at this time. That's the good news, but I just want to let you know it's happened again. Make sure you're following me right here. I'm Dave Bondi, independent journalist, keeping it real. Well, it's happened again.
So what are we up to now? Like 6 or 7 already this year? What are they planning? Oh well, I guess we'll all see. More Beyonce.
Is this? Listen. If it's what you truly want, I can wear her skin over mine, her hair over mine, her hands as gloves, her teeth as confetti, her scalp a cap, her sternum my bedazzled cane. We can pose for a photograph, all 3 of us, immortalized. You and your perfect.
You guys. What the bleep was that? Holy moly. Strange times. Oh, King Charles portrait. Yeah, this is everywhere right now. So they mirrored it. It does look like an image of Baphomet. That, wow. Right in our faces. Yeah. And we're just like, hey.
We're now on the moon. You're standing on the moon, you're looking back towards the sun, and that's the earth. I want to show you now the moment of Christ passing on the cross.
That's 3 p.m.
That's 3 p.m. That's Aries, the paschal lamb, the ram, the constellation Aries, at the very instant of Christ's death. I'll show you again. He is expiring right now. And the heart of the ram is put out. Jesus, your paschal lamb.
It's amazing that they can do that. Wow. I'm blown away by that one. Amazing. That's all I have for this one. What the bleep is going on? You got the Pope, the anomaly in the ocean, whales beaching themselves, screaming, Biden and blue roofs, Beyonce. What? Like every day is something that I thought I would never see. Amazing. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. If you could give me a like and subscribe, I could really, really use it. Thank you. Have a great day. Till next time. Bye.